Farley has waited a long time, 695 days since he last started a football game. And we'll see if he can finish tonight. Get your report on him when we can. First down and 10. Allen comes out firing. Again, it's Emmanuel Sanders. Sanders continues to reinvent himself with every organization, playing with his 5th team in 12 years.
Let's go, Sanders.
Sanders does a nice job of just adjusting to find the zone void. Watch him just move. As Rashaan Evans overruns him, that's just veteran presence, veteran instinct, knowing how to find the voids on the second level, and they have the protection so Josh can find it.
That's what I would say. It's protection. When you have a receiver that goes from one window, stop, look back, and then go to the next window, you cannot allow a quarterback to have that much time to throw the ball.
Third red zone trip for these Buffalo Bills. Just have 2 field goals to show for the previous 2. Here comes the pressure. Allen trying to set it up for Singletary. And Long will make another tackle along with Bud Dupree. Dupree had the pressure on Josh Allen. That's something they've been looking for. Dupree finally getting back into the lineup here tonight.
So you feel bad for Caleb Farley. Rookie finally getting his opportunity. He had a knee surgery, ACL back in college, 2 back surgeries, and now another knee injury, looks like, in this game.
Chris Jackson in there for Farley. The throw and the catch. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. Good for 14 in the score. And he's now tied with his brother, Trayvon. They each have 2 touchdowns this season, except Trayvon's a defensive back.
Just watch this release by Stephon Diggs. No help in the middle of the field. If you're sitting there in outside leverage like Jackrabbit Jenkins is, that's easy.
Yeah,
it's easy. You're taking away the outside. You have no middle of the field help. That's like stealing.
Here's the harsh reality. They're without Christian Fulton, and now Caleb Farley goes down. The point I was trying to get to, but I couldn't. They scored so fast. Was they got Jackrabbit Jenkins, on one side, and now they're going to have Chris Jackson on the other against the most explosive offense in the NFL.
And for Josh Allen, this is career regular season start number 50 for him. Gets the touchdown pass. That gives him 80. He's the first player in NFL history, 80-plus touchdown passes, 25-plus rushing touchdowns in his first 50 games.
Fucking stats for everything.
Look, it's hard enough to cover down in the red area when you do have help. When you don't have help and a receiver runs a post like that, and it's a guy of that caliber like Stephon Diggs, you just cannot win in that scenario.
These are RPOs that Buffalo is running predominantly. They've run a lot of them here in the first half. That was another RPO, and you're pulling linemen, and they're getting downfield. You got to be aware of these officials. Have to be aware of these linemen. Are they getting too far downfield? That was a questionable one on the touchdown right there.
Batson from about the 1. Get out to the 21-yard line.
Let's go back and just take a look. You just get something you got to be aware of now as these RPOs get into the watch these linemen, see how far downfield they get. They're going to fake this. Could absolutely be a run play, but see how they get 75 there? When that ball is released, 75 is downfield, and it's when, JP, that ball is released where that lineman is.
Yeah, they've got up to a yard prior to the pass being thrown. If they're beyond that yard, it's ineligible downfield, and it could be offensive pass interference if he's blocking.
Right.
Bills have run 31 offensive plays. The Titans just 13. Derrick Henry bouncing off people for a couple. Greg Rousseau, the really good-looking rookie for the Buffalo Bills on the tackle. 21-year-old from Miami, taken in the first round with the 30th pick overall.
Greg Rousseau was part of a very deep rotation along the defensive line for the Buffalo Bills that general manager Brandon Beane has helped build for head coach Sean McDermott. And as they get later into the season, you're going to need every one of those bodies if they're going to want to make a run on the way to the Super Bowl.
Tannehill wobbles one out of bounds. Chester Rogers was there. Flag comes in.
So this isn't the official, JP. They're waiting for a decision from Sean
Holding.
McDermott.
Offense number 64. That penalty's declined. Brings up third down.
I'm going to stick up for the officials even if you won't.
No, you know I'd stick up for my guys, you know, and a lot of them you get. You're going to enforce the penalty as quickly as you can. Some you do got to go to the coach, but
Yeah, like
rolling
now.
it second down to third down, I get it.
Yeah.
Good bloodlines on the officials tonight. Tab Slaughter, Dana McKenzie, Perry Paganelli, all come from fathers who are former NFL officials.
Wow.
Henry, baby. Henry,
Nice
baby.
nugget there.
3 and
Henry,
7.
baby.
I was reading over John Parry's email earlier this week.
King Henry.
Third down and 8.
Glad you read it.
Bit of a low snap. Tannehill. Flag is out. Tannehill will throw down the field.
Oh, right up there. Right up
Jones
there.
catches it. And let's see. They're going to say he was out of bounds.
It's the
Off the
fucking
helmet
offsetting.
of Micah Hyde.
It's offsetting
And there's a
regardless.
lot to unpack there for these officials with these great bloodlines.
It's
Clete
only
Blakeman's dad was the
Carlos Hyde
former
with a turn
official as
around.
well.
Just turn around. I know it's hard. but
Clete will have the final say here.
Even Julio's got a smile on his
Would
face
have got a
after
pit
that one.
easy.
He's like, I caught a lot of passes in my day, but I don't think I've ever caught one like that. It looked like his feet were down.
Yeah, should get the ball at that spot regardless, but let's see. They are taking their time tonight so far.
The ruling on the field is a completed catch at the 29-yard line. There are 2 fouls against the defense on the play.
Oh shit! It's on
Offside,
fucking
number
tail.
98, that
It's
penalty's
on fucking
declined.
Bills.
Pass interference, number 23. That penalty's declined. First down, Tennessee.
Even better, we get a great highlight out of it with a catch by Julio Jones.
That's his great concentration and not giving up on the play. Micah Hyde has his back turned to the
Yep.
ball.
Oh,
Can't
yep.
really continue to shadow
That
and
is
stay in
it.
phase with Julio. And these are the kind of effort plays they're going to need to make. Look at him just touch the left
Jeez.
toe. Yeah, Julio, go ahead and smile, big boy. That's a
Julio
great play.
Jones, 862 catches. That might be a unique one for him in his career.
Oh, there.
Henry.
Ooh, another step part.
He pushed down Addison.
But he lost 2.
Still
lost
going to
3.
be a loss.
Mario Addison, welcome to Derek Stiffarm. I mean, he does a great job of getting upfield, and you just see it. He just puts it right in the middle of the chest. Then here comes Jermaine Edmonds to clean it up and make the tackle. You see, Edmonds says, look, I'm going to go a little bit lower. And I'm going to try and form tackle you. But that's the challenge against this big joker, man. I mean, he is just an all-day assignment.
That was a minus 3-yard run.
Unbelievable. It still was good looking, though.
2nd and 13. Gets it out quickly to Chester Rogers. Down to the 25. When you get a stiff arm from Derrick Henry, that's like getting posterized in the NBA. And you know what's coming, Josh Norman, if you're watching. That was week 5. And it's
You gotta do that to that man.
5-yard highlight maybe in NFL history.
That's fucked
I think
up,
Mike
man.
Vrabel's had
They always
enough
show
of it,
this.
too. He goes, hey, great play.
Josh.
2nd and 5.
It was hilarious the way he
Sure
was
that,
explaining it.
Josh Norman.
Heaven help any sports writer that asked Mike Vrabel about that stiff arm after the game.
That's A.J. Brown in motion, 3rd down and 6. Tannehill throws too high for Julio. Couldn't bring it down. He was wide open. 4th down.
That's one Ryan Tannehill is going to want to have back. I mean, you get the right situation, the right call, the right player against man-to-man. I mean, look at if this ball is thrown accurately. That's a touchdown for Julio Jones, and there's no pressure. That ball's got to be down. I mean, those are the plays you got to make against a team as good as Buffalo.
Here's Randy Bullock from 43.
Good game.
He's got that. And we've got a 13-10
13-10.
Buffalo lead now. We're back in 15 seconds after this word from Walmart.
The hottest early deals of the season from Walmart just dropped. Get out your phone and scan to start shopping.
Josh Allen will start getting loose. When Ryan Tannehill found out that they had acquired Julio Jones, made a phone call, called up Matty Ryan and said, hey, what do I need to know about this guy? And Matt Ryan told Tannehill, he's faster than you think. Still got some juice. And, you know, it feels to me like Julio's been around forever and Tannehill hasn't. Ryan Tannehill is actually 1 year older than Julio Jones. So a couple of gray beards around the NFL.
This guy is not only a great player, he's a great person. You go back to Alabama, ask Nick Saban about Julio Jones. Look, I tell you, he just gushes with praise for a guy like Julio, and he's somebody who they need not only on the field, but off the field in the locker room. I mean, this is a guy who everybody respects, and they definitely respect his playmaking ability, of which they're going to need a lot of it.
Julio's next catch will put him in the top 25 all-time passing Jimmy Smith. Hey, these days are flying. We talked about we can't believe it's the end of week 6. And here comes the NBA's 75th season. Tips off for you this Wednesday. Jason Tatum and the Celtics at the Garden in New York take on Julius Randle, Kemba Walker, and the Knicks. And then the reigning MVP, Greece, your guy, Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets.
Yes.
In Phoenix will square off against Chris Paul and the Suns. Two great matchups tip off the NBA season here on ESPN, starting with Countdown at 7 Eastern. The NBA regular season already here.
Defending NBA MVP, Levy. Make sure you get that in that promo.
Yep, next time. Here's Allen.
Oh, you idiot. Oh my God, Allen, what the fuck was that? You must.
Fired down at the 11.
Fucking fired. Oh, yep. Once Tennessee gets their pick, then they do good.
Last week against Jacksonville, Byard had his first career pick 6. Nearly had another one there.
It's Danico Autry. Watch his rush. He's on the tight end, Dawson Knox. And Dawson Knox releases. He just gets around the rookie, Spencer Brown, and gets a hand on the arm of Josh Allen.
We talked about Kevin Byard in the open. Tips and overthrows. Defensive backs are always taught to run to the football and look for those tips and overthrows. And Kevin Byard has been one of the very best. And you see him, he's Johnny on the spot, right place, right time. That's exactly what they need as far as the turnover differential is concerned. Now look where they are. On the plus 11 going in.
Only 4 takeaways by this Titans defense. Something they were cognizant of, certainly improving that. And they take over at the Buffalo 11, under 5 to play in the half. Tannehill gives it to Henry. Crashes down to the 4 as players come together. And you know, this whole Buffalo takeover of Nashville is overrated. These Titan fans have come out in big numbers to support their team. And there's an injured player for Tennessee.
That's Taylor Lewan. He was fighting and scratching and came over the top of the pile, and he hasn't moved since he hit the ground. That's the 8th-year pro out of Michigan.
We'll be right back.
"90 years in the game.
And counting.
This is our house. We built this house.
It wasn't easy.
We had to rewrite the playbook.
You gotta have the right plays. That's how you do it.
Who's the MVP?
I am. Sure.
She is.
Without me, this wouldn't exist.
We gotta bring everybody in.
Because that's how we all win.
Ready. Daddy.
You've never seen anything quite like it.
Trash.
We've never
Yo.
created anything quite like it. The all-electric, all-Mercedes EQS.
I've got that blue sky. I've got that sunshine.
Fresh baked biscuits and hand-breaded chicken. That's a breakfast no-brainer. But adding hot honey to this, you'll never hit snooze again. The new hot honey hand-breaded chicken biscuit at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. Get it before it's gone.
Feed your happy.
I'm looking for my soulmate, my best friend. We found something that was actually really alarming.
The situation's deeper than what's being told.
To the end zone, touchdown. Brady. He's got it. Down he goes. Unbelievable. Incredible play.
Download the NFL app today. It's opening week time. Time for a homecoming and a renewed rivalry. Time to see if a Joker can beat a full house. It's early season statement time. We already got what we prayed for. And time to prove last year wasn't a fluke. Or is it time to reclaim the throne?
It's NBA on ESPN time.
Wednesday and Friday on ESPN.
These are live pictures of Taylor Lewan. Going to be helped onto the cart in his 8th year. His entire career spent here in Tennessee. He's been a fixture, a popular player here, a fan favorite. See him always fun-loving out and about in the community, at Predators games, and now our thoughts are with Taylor as he's being helped up.
Yeah, and his family. I mean, you know, he's got a young family, and Taylor is an emotional leader on this team. You see everybody on this team coming up to him, and I've known Taylor ever since he was, you know, at school in Michigan. Known him a long time. He's a great guy. I've got a great spirit about him, and hope that everything is okay with him. As you see, his relationship with Derrick Henry in particular is so tight, and the rest of this offensive line. See the emotion on Derrick's face.
Yeah. We saw a somewhat similar scene last night with Darrell Taylor of the Seahawks. And the crowd here in Nashville is chanting for Taylor. He'll be headed off, and we can only hope for a great report, a great outlook, much like we got on Taylor in Seattle. So hopefully some good news on the way here as well for Taylor Lewan. It gives you the thumbs up.
That's a great sign.
Yeah. That's kind of what you're waiting for, right?
Absolutely.
Every fan holding their collective breath. Just give me the thumbs up.
Yep.
And there it was.
You see him coming over the pile here. You just see the corner of his head hit the back of the defender, and as he rolls over the pile, you just hope and pray for the best.
Crashing into Jerry Hughes there. And now you got to get back to the business, trying to get in the end zone. Kendall Lamb is checked in Lewan's spot. 2nd down and 3. Tannehill trying to run for it, reaches across, touchdown. And the Titans retake the lead.
Great response. They're trying to make the, watch Mario Addison right here. They're going to put him in conflict. As Tannehill puts the ball in the belly, he takes the back, and it's one-on-one with the safety. And great effort from Ryan Tannehill to get it in the end zone.
When you have a quarterback who can run the football down on the goal line in the red area, it just makes it infinitely more difficult for the defense. And there's a perfect example of it.
Bullock the extra point for Tannehill. It is his second rushing touchdown of the season. And I always wonder in those spots, it's an emotional time. You're worried about your teammate and how you're able to so quickly fire off the line of scrimmage and fire off on the ball and get focused and locked in, and they do so. 2 plays after the interception, and then 1 play after the injury to Taylor Lewan. They're able to refocus for the amendment, and now the Titans have a 17-13 lead.
And you think about the way that this game has gone for the Titans, it hasn't been smooth. After the interception by Tannehill, they had that mix-up on the fake punt return that they missed. They had an opportunity there, but they've stayed aggressive defensively. They've gotten some stops in the red zone that's kept them in this game, and now they look up and they're up 14 with 4 minutes left before half. Up 4, excuse me.
Go for the touchback. 4:23 to play in the half. Our Saturday night football matchup. Big Ten battle in Bloomington. The Heisman hopeful, C.J. Stroud. Running back Travion Henderson. Lead 5th-ranked Ohio State. The Buckeyes against Indiana. 7:30 Eastern, ABC, and the ESPN app. Last time the Hoosiers beat the Buckeyes, got to go all the way back to 1988. Good one Saturday night in Bloomington. 17-13. The Bills have so rarely trailed. They find themselves behind for the second time tonight. Zach Moss, the rush. Rashaan Evans made the stop. 3rd lead change of the game. There you see Buffalo. I mean, they never play from behind, and they are working on an NFL record tonight. They have led 14 consecutive regular season games at halftime. That's an NFL record. And that's in doubt right now. 2nd and 3. Josh Allen looks to carry, and he'll slide down after getting the first down right in front of Byard.
I think that Mike Vrabel is content for Josh Allen to keep the ball in plays like that. It's high proportion of run-pass options, these RPOs, and the Titans are going to play man coverage, and it's hard to run that play against man coverage. It's a good approach.
Long coming, picked up nicely by Moss.
Oh!
And Allen will throw into the turf. Tier rushing the quarterback.
What you're going to see is you're going to see Tier Tart come off the edge here and make sure that he does a good job of keeping Josh Allen stringing the ball laterally. You see how he changes his rush profile to make sure that he doesn't let Josh Allen just get out there on the perimeter uncontested to his right. They are making a concerted effort to contest every throw that comes off the right side for the Buffalo Bills.
And if Tart wasn't there, he had Diggs wide open down the field.
Absolutely.
Allen, quick throw. Gabriel Davis, excellent tackle. David Long is having himself a ball game tonight.
Just to make that point, watch Diggs. If Tart is not out there, Diggs is all alone behind the defense. He's saying, hey, man, there's nobody within 10 yards of me. So the rush of the Titans has been very successful in maintaining Josh Allen in this first half.
It's like Tier Tart rushing to the dinner table. When you have 10 siblings, you got to get there first. And he got to the quarterback.
The Titans are getting lucky so far that they haven't given up more explosives. That's what we're talking about. It's been something that's been a problem for their defense. They need to make sure they tighten up on the back end.
3rd and 5. Allen has time, hit as he throws, able to complete. It's Stephon Diggs. Long wraps him up, but after a gain of 16.
2 to 3 times a game, Josh Allen will make a throw that makes you just say, wow. And this is one of them. I mean, he's going to be under heavy pressure in the pocket. And when he steps to throw this ball, look at what's in his face. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Won't get the snap away. And we are at the 2-minute warning. Good one shaping up tonight in Music City.
Cisco brings us into the NFL's Art McNally Game Day Central, relying on a Cisco network to deliver fast and secure instant replay reviews in each stadium for every game. When a Rams play was originally called a touchdown, instant access to a decisive camera angle allowed the replay official to correct the call within seconds, ruling the player down short of the goal line. When the game is on the line, and the game is always on the line, the NFL relies on Cisco, an official technology partner of the NFL.
On the farm, kind of laid back, ain't much an old country boy like me can't hack. Early to rise, early in the sack. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, a simple kind of life never did me no harm. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Let's go help people customize and save with Liberty Mutual. Okay, who sat at my desk?
This is a bag that's strong. A bag that's always been strong. A bag that's committed to not only containing waste, but reducing it.
Over it. Where to?
Get outside!
Meet me outside! Let's go for a ride! I got big things going on!
Yeah! Oh! New shoes. New shoes.
With Verizon, there's up to 7 entertainment subscriptions with your unlimited plan. That's 7 times the... That's 7 times the entertainment, because everyone deserves better. And with plans starting at just $35, better costs less than you think.
Some people go to great lengths to protect their tech, but Asurion Home Plus is the better way. Best.
Coming up on the USAA Insurance Halftime, Adam Schefter's insider update on Baker Mayfield and Dak Prescott. And Chris Berman's fastest 3 minutes. All coming up at halftime. Boom, we missed you last week. At halftime, there was other major NFL news breaking at that time. Out of the 2-minute warning, 1st down and 10 for the Bills. Zach Moss down to Lisa.
Steve, good news for Taylor Lewan. I'm being told that he is moving fine. He was carted off the field just moments ago. You see him there giving the thumbs up. He's now back in the Titans X-ray room. I'm being told he's being evaluated for a concussion. But again, the great news, I'm told that he is moving fine. Steve?
Excellent. Keep the good news coming, Lisa. Thank you. 2nd down and 8. Allen to throw. And able to complete. Stephon Diggs has the 1st down. Chris Jackson on the coverage. Jackson's in there for Caleb Farley. And again, remember, everybody has their 3 timeouts, full complement.
We're going to continue to feed Stephon Diggs and these receivers. Remember, no Caleb Farley, no Christian Fulton. You got backups in there at corner. Might as well throw at him.
Pocket breaks down. Allen is tripped up, and he'll leap forward. Harold Landry able to bring him down, and there is a timeout. Keep in mind, the Bills get the football to start the 2nd half.
See the Tennessee Titans playing a lot of too high, 2 safeties deep, trying to prevent these big plays. And the Buffalo wide receivers are having to convert on the run and just find the zone holes and make them go the long way and not give up the big play over the top.
You saw what happened when Jackrabbit Jenkins was in man coverage. You got beat. You know, so you got to play zone. If you're Vrabel and Shane Bowen, the defensive coordinator, you got to play zone. Keep this ball in front of you, tackle them in bounds, force them to use their timeouts, and maybe you prevent the touchdown and force a field goal attempt.
Allen's completed 18 passes, 8 different receivers. Good pocket, off his back foot, and off the hands of Zach Moss. The Titans are thinking they might have had another interception there. And it signals for incomplete.
That's exactly what Mike Vrabel is looking for. Make them go all the way down the field in short chunks, and then maybe we get a tip. Maybe we get an overthrow like Kevin Byard did on the first interception, and Amani Hooker was inches away.
Vrabel said those tips are like lottery tickets. You get as many as you possibly can. The odds go up, you catch one for the interception. 3rd and 8. Just inside the 25. Allen looking left. Flags come in. Diggs caught it, but they shut the play down.
False start. Offense, number 79. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
That's Spencer Brown, the rookie out of Northern Iowa.
Yeah, they really like Spencer Brown. They said that he was coming along. They had to get him in the lineup, but just a little bit early.
This noise is ramped up in this stadium, and he sees Big Bud Dupree out there. And we know how this defense, and any defense, will feed off a crowd noise. Just jump the snap a little bit.
We haven't mentioned Bud Dupree's name very much in this game. They need him.
Stephon Diggs is not out there. 3rd and 13. That's Beasley in motion. Allen under some pressure. He'll run out of there and throw. End zone, and all by himself is Cole Beasley for the Buffalo touchdown. When I say wide open, I mean wide open.
That's going to drive Vrabel crazy, Lewis.
Yeah, you're going to see what happens. They run like an inverted 2. You're going to see these guys drop down into the seams, and you're going to see Jackrabbit Jenkins. He's going to have the midpoint between 2 wide receivers coming down on him, and he gets too caught up on the guy running up the numbers.
Doing too much.
You just got to play with depth and play with vision. That's a great call on the part of Brian Daboll.
Just doing too much right there, right? Jackrabbit Jenkins is a corner. You go invert, he becomes a safety, and then he doesn't read it right. You're just stay back. You were getting what you wanted, but watch as Jackrabbit goes back. He's responsible for a half, but he doesn't normally play there. So, and the safety doesn't normally play corner. So now Molden's, there's just bad communication, and you let Josh Allen roll to his right with no pressure. That's probably the easiest touchdown he'll have all year.
Look, Shane Bowen, the defensive coordinator, is trying to change up the look, trying to give him a different look and not let him hone in on what you're doing. But you're right, when you put players in unfamiliar situations, in high pressure situations, that's what happens. You can see they're talking to Jackrabbit on the sideline. You've got to get depth and play with vision. And that's exactly what he didn't do.
And now Josh Allen, 81 touchdowns, first 4 seasons with the Bills, ties the great Jim Kelly. An equally fabulous start for the Buffalo organization. Titans had the Bills right where they wanted, had them in a 3rd and 12. And Buffalo and Allen, the 29-yard touchdown path, gives us the 4th lead change of the game.
Yeah, I'm sure Shane Bowen would want that call back. I don't know if you want to put those guys in those situations like that.
Looked like Batson ran into his own teammate. 34 seconds left in the half.
Cameron Batson, he's been such a dynamic and electric returner in the kicking game. Contributes on offense, is their Wildcat quarterback, and
see
holding
that
that leg.
See that right leg.
Coaching staff loves Batson, willing to do whatever it takes to get on the field. You mentioned the Wildcat. He's always out there blocking as a wide receiver for his teammates as well.
Oh. Boy, this team has been snake bit all year. And in this game alone, now Caleb Farley, and then Taylor Wan, now Cameron Batson.
he'll get a nice hand from this crowd.
You just hate to see that, especially when you see that what looks like a non-contact injury, although he did hit his leg on his own teammate. I mean, these guys are moving so fast and they're so powerful. You just hate to see that.
I can think of someone else watching around the league who might be concerned, and that's Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes and Batson were roommates and teammates while at Texas Tech. And again, to refocus. See how the Titans play this final 34 seconds with all 3 timeouts. It's A.J. Brown in motion, top of your screen. Conservative to start. Well, that looked like the beginning of the 76-yard run, too, by Derrick Henry. Tremaine Edmonds said, not that time. And let's see if anybody's going to stop the clock here. 20 seconds.
Yeah, well, coaches, Mike Vrabel's kind of like, I just get to the locker room with everything that's going on here emotionally and from a injury standpoint. With all that being said, and all the missed opportunities that Mike Vrabel has had in the first half and the mistakes, it's a 3-point game.
And the 15th consecutive regular season game, the Bills have a halftime lead. Stay tuned for the USAA Insurance Halftime. That's coming up next.
USA, this is Stephanie.
Hi, this is Robert. I'd like to get up to 30% off my auto insurance with Safe Pilot.
I can help you with that. What's your member number?
87.
It should be between 5 and 12 digits.
Busted. This is Super Bowl champion Rob Gronkowski. I'm not a member.
Mr. Gronkowski, USAA is for the military community and their families. That's what makes us special.
Oh, but I'm special.
USAA, it's still only for the military community.
USAA, an official insurance sponsor of the NFL, presents the USAA Insurance Halftime.
Welcome to the USAA Insurance Halftime in Week 6. More dramatic finishes. In fact, guys, they've been coming in record-setting numbers this season. But for Dak Prescott, his walk-off touchdown left a mark. How's he doing?
Well, Susie, he strained his calf on that last play there, and good thing the Cowboys have a bye this week because it would be no sure thing that he would be able to go. They have a bye, so it'll be rest and treatment for the next 2 weeks, and then a determination about whether or not he'll be able to play in the next upcoming game against Minnesota. But the bye week comes at a perfect time for Dallas. Meanwhile, in Cleveland, the Browns are battered. Baker Mayfield is dealing with a dislocated shoulder. He's still hoping to play on Thursday night against the Denver Broncos, though he didn't practice today. And Nick Chubb didn't practice today. Kareem Hunt didn't practice today. 11 Browns didn't practice today, but they're beaten up right now.
Yeah, and they got a huge game on Thursday night against the Broncos. You couple that with a defense that's not playing well, a quarterback that's been inconsistent, and he's already hurt. They got a lot of issues right now in Cleveland.
So we wish all the Browns the best and all the Titans who are injured here tonight as well. We have highlights coming ahead here on our halftime. Last night, TJ Watt led a thrilling overtime win for the Steelers against the Seahawks. Up next, Boomer's got the best of the rest of the week in the fastest three.
You're watching the USAA Insurance Halftime Show. Insurance for the military community. USAA, an official insurance sponsor of the NFL.
Hey, USAA, it's Gronk again, and I'm here with my man, Frank. Frank, say hi.
Hi.
Frank was in the Army, and he's been enjoying that award-winning USAA service for like
10 years.
Anyway, he's in. And Frank, don't you love me, man?
Sure, Gronk.
And don't you think I deserve a USAA membership?
Did you serve? Are your parents members?
No.
Then no. I love that for the military community.
Frank, that's not the line.
USAA, it's still only for the military community.
Believe it or not, this is data sourced from dozens of camera angles, thousands of hours of footage, gathered from sensors on mouth guards and tracking devices and pads. By analyzing and sharing data from the field and rigorously testing off the field, the NFL is driving helmet innovation that has contributed to a sustained 25% reduction in concussions for the last 3 seasons. Because if there's one thing more important to protect than the ball, it's what's underneath that helmet.
Welcome back USAA Insurance Halftime.
Great guest list for the Mannings tonight. It seems like every athlete and celeb is trying to join the show.
You've reached Peyton and Eli. Leave a message.
What's up, knuckleheads? It's Chuck. I'd love to do the show again and bring Shaq with me this time. Come on, Shaq. That's gonna be pretty good. That's gonna be good. I completely agree with you. We'll bring Marv out of retirement. Come on, Marv. Yes, this will be the finest segment.
Watch Peyton and Eli. You never know who drop by.
Here in Nashville tonight, Derrick Henry keeping his Titans rolling, the 76-yard touchdown, third longest of his career. And now to wrap up week 6, Chris Berman with the fastest 3 minutes. Boom.
Hi, Susie. Great to be with you as always. Seeing if the Bills can circle the wagons one more time or can Tennessee prevent them from doing so. The Arizona Cardinals, the lone undefeated team here in mid-October in the NFL at 5-0. They came into Cleveland seemingly shorthanded. Here we go with our fastest 3 minutes. Coach Cliff Kingsbury, the play caller, COVID, didn't make the trip. No play caller for Kyler Murray, no head coach, no problem. DeAndre Hopkins, what? Makes a miss, 13-yard touchdown. He caught a pair, contributed to Snow Angel, 4 touchdowns for Murray, 6-0, the only time the Cardinals were that, 1974 St. Louis Cardinals. John Harbaugh said, you know, I looked at the Pro Bowl roster of running backs 5 or 6 years ago. Latavius Murray was on it. Touchdown against the Chargers. Le'Veon Bell was on it. Touchdown against the Chargers. Devonta Freeman was on it. Touchdown against the Chargers. Ravens won 5 in a row. They ran for almost 200 yards. Patrick Mahomes, end the first half against Washington. Inexplicable interception. But right before half, Coach Reed, I got it. He didn't lie. Mahomes, Cuckoo, DeMarcus Robinson, Chiefs back to 3-3, 3 second-half touchdowns. Pack, Aaron Rodgers, same result almost all the time against the Bears. Salts it away with this touchdown run. 22-5 is Rodgers against their longtime rivals. Rams rolling at the Giants. Matthew Stafford to Cooper Kupp twice. Stafford threw 4. Rams 38-11 over the G-Men. They're 5-1. What a game in New England. Uh-oh. Every game he has at least one pick. Trayvon Diggs, Dallas, good, go all the way. He has 7 on the year. But the very first play after that in the fourth quarter, Mac Jones, Kendrick, the Patriots are born again. 75-yard touchdown, overtime. Dallas, Dak Prescott, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It's C.D. Lamb for the winning TD. Cowboys win a thriller 35-29. The Thrill-A-Minute Vikings watch Sam Darnold in Carolina hit Robbie Anderson and force overtime. But in OT, after winning the toss, Kirk Cousins, KJ Osborne, Vikings, and Panthers both 3-3. Rich Bisaccia, longtime assistant. Gruden out, Bisaccia interim coach, Raiders. Derek Carr to Kenyon Drake, they win in Denver for Mark Davis. Cincinnati, Joe Burrow, little time in the hospital. He enjoyed his time with Joe Mixon match. 40 yards. Bengals beat Detroit, who's still looking for their first win. Carson Wentz from whence he's come to Paris Campbell. Colts get a win easily against Houston. From Paris to London, where the Jaguars were playing the Dolphins with 1 second to go. Matthew Wright, third field goal, good. The Jags, Urban Meyer off the schneid. They break a 20-game losing streak, and they beat Miami. Jags 1-0 in London, 1-0 in making a field goal. How about that? Booger and I, every Sunday on ESPN+, NFL Primetime, and then all day Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Choose.
Boom, it's been a back-and-forth game so far tonight. Late second quarter, Josh Allen to a wide-open Cole Beasley. Good to see him back in the action. Put the Bills back on top 2017. Third quarter coming.
USAA, an official insurance sponsor of the NFL, thanks you for watching the USAA Insurance Halftime.
go help people customize and save with Liberty Mutual. Okay, who sat at my desk?
This is a bag that's strong. A bag that's always been strong. A bag that's committed to not only containing waste, but reducing it.
Si acelero no me para, el viento pega en mi cara. Si acelero no me para, el viento pega en mi cara.
Check it out. Serena, scary movie. Serena, scary movie.
Serena Williams, ready to serve.
Quiet, please.
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream with no annual contract.
You want some pizza? Yeah. And ranch. Hidden Valley Ranch and pizza. I know it tastes good.
For moments like no other.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Tannehill wants a big one. It's intercepted. Trying to get the big guy going. Derrick Henry, touchdown.
Just give the ball to Derrick Henry and let him ride.
Yeah.
Right?
The throw and the catch, touchdown. Stephon Diggs. Set the third quarter action. That was a fun first half. Highly entertaining. Buffalo, a 20-17 lead over the Titans. Time now for our Taco Bell third quarter reset.
Yeah, coming into this game, the Titans' challenge was how can they contain the big plays and contain Josh Allen in the pocket, not let him go right, but force him left. They felt like he wasn't as accurate throwing to his left. And look at how the field compresses when you're a quarterback running that way. It really affects your vision and your ability to throw the football. Then they got after him. This interception of Byard put him in good position, Lewis.
Yeah, and then you see what happens when you allow him into his comfort zone, which is escaping right outside of the pocket, mix up in the secondary as far as responsibility in the deep part of the field. And that's how you give up explosive plays. That's how you lose the lead of the ball game.
Bills had a couple of red zone trips early, and the Titans played a bend, don't break kind of defense, held them to a couple of field goals. But then the Titans defense started the break, especially late as we approached halftime. Ball in the air. Isaiah McKenzie will run it out for the Bills. And he is crashed down at the 17-yard line. And again, the whole overblown fact that Buffalo has come over and taken over Nashville, that has not been the case. There's plenty of dark blue and light blue in this crowd roaring on the home team. What about the home team? How do they stay in this game, Lewis?
Yeah, I think, Steve, it's what Mike Vrabel told us. We need to find a way to eliminate the explosive plays, whether that's by playing with better technique in the secondary, making sure you know what you're supposed to do, and you've seen both of those things show up, and that's how they've given up touchdowns.
You know, they're down so many players in the secondary now. Without Farley, no Christian Fulton. It's going to be an all-day affair in the secondary.
Singletary. Swing pass from Allen. Down to Lisa Salters.
Hey, Steve, well, Sean McDermott just told me, he said that first half, it wasn't good enough. Yes, they have the lead, but he said we gave up way too many opportunities in the red zone. I asked him if his players might be affected emotionally with so many Titans players going down, and he said, yes, of course. It's football, though, but you never really want to see that. As for Mike Vrabel, he said he had been pleased with the defense until the end of the half, giving up the third and long touchdown to Cole Beasley. He said that was just a cheap one. The game plan all along was eliminate those kind of big plays. Steve?
Vrabel didn't look pleased for any of the first 30 minutes from what I could see. Good job, Emmanuel Sanders, taking that short pass off the turf. We'll give him 5.
You know what's happening, though, is Shane Bowen and Mike Vrabel are mixing in some secondary pressures, some nickel pressures. That time they brought Elijah Molden. They've brought Kevin Byard at times. I think that's a good mix-up, just trying to keep Josh Allen a little bit uncomfortable. But the core of the defense is going to be zone with 2 safeties high.
3rd and 4. From their own 24. Complete. It's Stephon Diggs, and he stepped out. Diggs had a touchdown catch, gain of 9.
Stephon Diggs is so good with his change of pace and his footwork at the line of scrimmage. You see him come off the line of scrimmage with that little hop step. And you see how he gets the hands of the defensive back off of him at the move point of the route, at the top of the route. He knows every trick in the book. And Chris Jackson, he's going to be on top of his game.
Allen. Dawson Knox ahead for the first down. Pick up a 12. Dawson Knox is developing into a really good story for the Buffalo Bills. Guy who played 3 years in college at Ole Miss, 28 games. How many tight ends in the NFL come out of college without a single touchdown catch?
Well, ones that play with DK Metcalf and A.J. Brown do.
Exactly.
Zach Moss.
I do love those stories. You walk on, special teams player gets your opportunity, and he and Josh Allen are close friends. Cole Beasley having himself a gain. That's for 19, and Allen is spreading the wealth.
So much time in the pocket. When he has this amount of time to survey the field, you know, Cole Beasley can get to the first window and then get around Bud Dupree right there in the second window, and that's as comfortable as you'll see a quarterback in the National Football League right there.
Mix in a little ground game with Devin Singletary just to keep the defense honest. David Long is in there. Who else for Tennessee?
That's going to be the challenge for Shane Bowen and Mike Vrabel. How do you balance making Josh Allen uncomfortable, knowing you're going to expose your corners, your safeties, if you're in man-to-man coverage, and if you're sitting in zone coverage and you don't get to them, they're just going to find open windows.
Rocking a hard place.
It's a tough assignment for him.
Allen wanted to run up the middle, and it closed up on him. Give him the original line of scrimmage. The host of dark blue jerseys in there. 3rd down.
This is where you need a guy like Harold Landry to show up. This is where the production that he has had all year long in one-on-one situations has to show up in these big moments
and
coming off the blind side.
Right, you need Bud Dupree too. You pay him $80 million. You know, you need that high-priced free agent to start to affect this game.
50th offensive play of the night for the Buffalo Bills. And we're 4 minutes into the 3rd quarter. Blitz is picked up. Allen gets rid of it. Beasley can't hang on. 4th down.
even when Josh Allen feels a little bit, just a little bit uncomfortable, and you're going to see him just move just a little bit off the spot, that's even a win for you. You just can't let him sit back there just stationary and throw from a solid platform. You got to make him feel uncomfortable in even the slightest of ways, Gracie, and then that hopefully leads to a win for you in crucial third down situations.
Here's Tyler Bass, made a couple of chippies. This one isn't. This from 52. On the way, and tucks it inside the goal post. And the Buffalo lead is up to 6. It's a field goal from the man Dion Dawkins calls Swaggy Bass. Ever heard of a kicker who's got swag? This guy does.
Progressive presents At Home with Baker Mayfield.
Can you hold this for a second? There you go. Some for you. Some for you. Ho ho ho. Who likes nachos? And one for Mr. Cowboy. Happy Halloween. Enjoy.
Thanks.
Golly, they just get cuter and cuter every year.
This Friday, critics are calling Ron's Gone Wrong a fun film for the whole family.
I am insane. I don't trust anything without a face.
I'd better look into that.
You think?
Ron's Gone Wrong. Rated PG. Only in theaters this Friday.
New brisket at Chipotle. Seasoned, smoked, seared, spiced, sauced, bold, and guacced. It's a whole new kind of brisket done the Chipotle way.
This is Antonelli's Cheese Shop.
And we're the Antonellis.
Do good, eat good.
That's our mission.
We chose our new Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One because it gives us unlimited 2% cash back on everything we buy.
And it has no preset spending limit, so our purchasing power adapts to our business needs. We use our 2% cash back to help cover our employees' healthcare costs.
And that's how we take care of our most valuable asset.
Our people. It may sound cheesy,
but we like it that way.
What's in your wallet?
Are you ready for some foot?
Hey, voiceover guy. Football's back. Let's act like it.
You know what, Justin? You're right.
Are you ready to hang out and cook food in a parking lot again? Are you ready for 18 weeks of NFL action?
Ready. I was born ready.
Yeah, baby. Are you ready for all the fans to come back and cheer as one?
Back in Nashville, talked to the Bills head coach when they arrived in town, and Sean McDermott said when they left Buffalo, the place was a ghost town. He said, everybody's here. He said, the only people left in Buffalo, he said, there's wife and kids getting ready for school this morning. Got to be lonely in Western New York.
There were a lot of Bills fans when we were driving into the stadium.
No question. Hard-pressed to find a Titans jersey. There's Chester Rogers. No Cameron Batson back. The big play on offense for the Tennessee Titans started out as nothing and turned into something.
Liu Kang.
Check the flag.
Kitana.
A spirited conversation.
Fuck you guys, man.
Without a doubt. And you don't know how to address it. During the return, basic spot, ILH, take it back and get it down zone. Not sure why so much conversation.
You said something in your voice as well?
Maybe a little bit.
Got Jordan Foyer there. And back to the action. Fake it to Henry. interrupted by that penalty flag. Here's Derrick Henry. Had nothing going on. He had 4 rushes for 8 yards. And then Henry, right back. Bounce off. One person and nobody else touches him.
The blocking on the perimeter. If you see Westbrook Akina's block right there on Gordon Poyer, unbelievable. So is 21.8 miles per hour for a guy that big. That's like a car, a small car moving that fast.
That's fast for anybody. Much less 250.
Career high, fastest run for Derrick Henry. Here's Henry, will be slowed down, but not until he gets a first down. But how do you get to be so big, fast, strong? Hit the gym every single day. That's how I do it too. I got the chain around the back of my neck. That's exactly how I do it.
That's the stiff arm right there. Look at this one. I mean, that's the shades of Jerry Rice.
That's for real, though. That's putting in the work.
Going up that hill in the sand.
Next year on a big 100. Not going to be on this time, but that ball is knocked down and nearly intercepted. Jerry Hughes, the veteran, in his 9th season, the longest tenured, and Matt Milano nearly picked off.
Leslie Frazier's seen this offense 3 times in the last couple of years, and he knows a big part of it is the bootlegs. And Ryan Tannehill getting out on the edge, and he is not going to allow that to be a factor. He's having his defensive ends go straight up the field. That time Jerry Hughes played it perfectly.
Here's Henry, you saw that gap open up. And who wants to make a business decision? Micah Hyde had to, or it might have been 6. Gain of 20.
So if you're going to come up the field with Russo like this, then the answer is the cutback with Derrick Henry. Great job by Todd Downing, the offensive coordinator. If you're going to come up the field with your defensive end and bat my ball, that very next play I'm going to come back with the beater. That is this offense, 1-2 punch in a nutshell.
Oh, Henry, you jump.
That'll be a false start. You see Henry
Henry is really hard.
But the only person he can head at is himself.
Just wants to get to rhythm. Nice clip, get a good run, and
on his tippy toes there. The anticipation. On that last run, the long run, the 76-yard touchdown run is the longest rushing touchdown allowed by the Bills since 2013. Bobby Rainey of the Bucks had 80 yards in Week 14. And another flag comes in. Titans are clapping for this one.
Infraction. Defense. 93. 5-yard penalty. First down.
You got 5 yards right back. Like it never happened.
so all this is going on. You start to get Derrick Henry a few touches. That's when I start to look for A.J. Brown and Julio Jones. You got to start to get them involved in this team. A.J. has no catches so far.
This is the perfect time for a shot.
Pressure up the middle. He might have wanted the shot, Lewis.
Sure did.
And has the pressure coming at him. And Tannehill will pick himself up off the turf. Harrison Phillips, the beeline of the quarterback.
Yeah, no terrible one, so Harrison Phillips, Lewis, right up the middle.
Yeah, and A.J. Brown. Talking about the shot play. That's what they were looking for, but the pressure just ruined it. And it's a good thing. That's what they were trying to get. They had Julio Jones spotting up over the middle. But that's how front coverage goes together.
From the Buffalo 37. Off the hard count. Henry right into the pile. No gain. Mario Addison among a host of Buffalo Bills on the defensive end. Third down.
Yeah, really struggling without Taylor Warren in there. Michael Lamb, his replacement, 7th-year player out of Appalachian State, but just not on the same page right now. I see him talking to the center right there, Ben Jones. Maybe he's not getting the calls, just haven't had the reps over there this week. Whatever it is, they got to get it figured out.
Lance only played 13 snaps all season coming into tonight's action. And Preston with a roll with Milan being injured earlier. Westbrook and Keenan in motion. 3rd and 10. Tannehill waits for Brown to clear. Can't get to the marker. Gain of 8. Brown's second catch of the night. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and I think Tennessee's going to tempo right here and go 4th down. They're going to come back and huddle, but there was a quick decision from Mike Vrabel on the sideline once he knew it was 4th and 2.
Lassen game out, Derrick Henry in. Just giving it to Henry here.
Triborg. Devora.
Yeah, I might use the legs of Ryan Tannehill.
Looks like a long 2. Gonna throw for it. Tannehill. There it is. A.J. Brown coming across the middle on a massive conversion. On a 4th and 2, they get 15.
This is a nice job of A.J. Brown standing by Wallace outside just for a couple steps and then breaking back inside against single high man-to-man coverage where you know you got safety help in the middle of the field, but you have to play it tighter than that because you have to know A.J. Brown loves to work the area between the numbers, and they just went back to what he does best.
Back to Henry now. To the 11 for 4.
Taking your time, realizing who's on the other sideline. This is an impressive drive, that conversion, and Sean McDermott wants to get this ball back to Josh Allen, but I'm Ryan Tannehill. I'm going to take as much time as I can here, no rush.
Henry's well over 100 yards. 122 in the game. Looking for another 11 right here. 2nd and 6. Tannehill has to throw. Able to complete. Jeff Swain, his tight end. 6th catch of the season, gets 8.
High-low combination down here on the corner where they have a guy to the flat, a guy to the back pylon. That's where A.J. Brown was going. Jeff Swain out the flat. Red gunner down here in the red area.
Good design, you know, when they're playing cover 4, it's that tight end, one-on-one on the linebacker, and a quick out is there every time.
Consuming drive, exactly what they want to do. Keep the Buffalo offense off the field. 1st and goal.
Brown, A.J. Brown again.
Tannehill trying to get Brown to come open. 2nd and goal. And an exhale.
Nice job by Taron Johnson, the nickelback. They ran a little rub route for A.J. Brown. He saw it, diagnosed it, and made A.J. Brown go inside. And that threw off the timing with Tannehill.
That was a nice job too, right? Taron Johnson jumped outside and said, hey, I know where you're coming to. I'm not letting you out here. Great preparation on his part.
A.J. Brown is not in there. Julio Jones bottom of your screen. Give it to Henry. Into the end zone. Titans touchdown.
Touchdown, baby.
Tied at 23.
This is just 1-2 from Derrick Henry. He gets hit by one of the biggest men on the defensive line in Star Lotulelei. Here he is right here. Watch this collision. Sappho's trying to block him, and right there,
Henry,
he gets
should
Henry.
have picked you over
I am not going down. I am getting
I knew it in my gut. God damn it.
Here's Bullock for a rather important extra point. Splits the uprights. Mike Vrabel and the Titans were in a 4th and 2 scenario. Everybody thought you handed it to Derrick Henry. No, you passed it to A.J. Brown. And let Henry bang in. Titans try 1. tonight. That's after contact. Here you see what Devin Singletary and Zach Moss have done with or without contact.
Is that just a ridiculous stat? I mean, when I looked at it, how's that possible?
Right. So we're saying there was some contact on the 76-yard touchdown run. Somebody might have got the finger on him, but he's not bringing him down with that.
So enjoy spending time with him this week.
Yeah.
He's one of those humble football players you'll ever have a conversation with, all about the team. And anybody should feel good about themselves as him, but he's so team-oriented. Really enjoy time.
Right back, Lisa Saunders.
Hey, Steve, well, Derrick Henry is known for his generosity with his offensive line. He's gotten them Rolexes, customized Pac-Man machines, and most recently in March, when he broke the 2,000-yard rushing mark, he got all of his linemen gold and diamond-laced chains with a pendant that had a 2K and a crown on it. And after he set the Titans franchise single-game rushing record with 238-yard night back in December of 2018, he got his lineman a chain with a 238 pendant. Center Ben Jones told me he's gotten more jewelry from Derrick Henry than he has ever bought for his own wife.
Gotta take care of those, take care of you. Derrick is also wearing a necklace tonight. The initials PH. Talking about Brian Dable and his grandparents. Sort of a similar thing there for Derrick Henry. He also was raised by his grandparents. And the Bills have not found themselves trailing much all season. Down by a point. Given to Zach Moss, good patient run by Moss. Going to be short of the mark. Moss was not active week one. Really lit a fire under him. And Moss and Singletary fighting out the carries there. Don't think of the Bills for a running team. When you do, you think of Josh Allen, but they're so explosive when they throw the football.
Factor in Josh Allen's running ability as well, Steve. Yeah, it makes him much more multiple for the buzzword of the NFL now.
On 3rd and 1.
Josh's ball start. Offense in the 73. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
This is all Mike Vrabel. 3rd and 1. Situational football is knowing when you can shift as a defensive line. Watch him shift quickly, and that'll get one of the offensive line to jump. It's Dawkins on the left tackle, but that is all situational preparation on the part of Mike Vrabel.
Sanders.
3rd and 6.
Your slot.
Diggs has been the guy on 3rd down. Not that time, it's Cole Beasley. 8 yards for Beasley. And a 1st down.
Talking about Cole Beasley, you cannot just allow him free release off the line of scrimmage and play zone coverage and not match his pattern quicker than that in 3rd and medium. He'll be a 1st down producing machine. Now they got a new set of downs.
Diggs and Beasley both with 77 yards each receiving. Looking to add to that total. It's Emmanuel Sanders. And again, so many options for Josh Allen. 15 yards there, 4th catch for Sanders.
There's playing 3 deep coverage here, and you're going to see Chris Jackson. Look, he just wants to make sure that he doesn't have the ball thrown over his head. Yeah. All Emmanuel Sanders has to do is put on the brakes and stop and receive the throw.
Pressure's picked up. Allen throwing for Sanders. And knocked away at the last second. Chris Jackson saw to that. Again, if you're just joining us, it's Jackson for the rookie Caleb Farley, who was injured earlier.
Finally got the man-to-man they wanted. And this is where Josh Allen, you got to take a shot. That's a good job by Jackson. He's in good position, good face. He gets his arm up there, he gets the ball out. But it's clear, the approach of Tennessee defensively is bend, don't break. At some point, they're going to put a little bit of pressure. And, maybe on 2 plays during the course of the drive, you're going to ask Jackson and Jenkins to play man-to-man. And they just got to hang on.
Allen gets rid of it. Dawson knocks. Jackson comes up with a stop. David Long there as well.
As much as Chris Jackson is in the spotlight right there, they were playing a too-high cover 2, and he plays this from deep to short. Does a nice job of cushioning the corner out. You see him right behind him there. And then coming up and tackling Dawson Knox. That's exactly how you play it.
And now Jackson is going, guys. Oh, boy. Getting in that secondary. The Tennessee Titans.
Now they are dangerous.
There's hot. This goes to hot. Playing that big game, switch the buck 49. He's cool. It's a BK. Your way, please.
Banks have free coffee. Marcus by Goldman Sachs has personal loans with no fees ever. That tastes great.
Once in a while, my heart can feel a little off. Even when it doesn't, I like to feel good about it. That's why I have Cardio Mobile. Cardio Mobile is the only strength device in the world that is FDA cleared to detect the three most common heart conditions in just 30 seconds. Adding one in your pocket not only gives you peace of mind, the doctor will thank you now.
Cardio Mobile is proven to detect atrial fibrillation, one of the leading causes of stroke. It also detects bradycardia, tachycardia, and heart rhythm, and is available for only $7.
You can use Cardio Mobile anywhere. Let's put your health in your own hands. I didn't think anyone about that kind of independence, but my doctor is okay.
Feel good about your heart with Cardio Mobile. Order yours today for just $79 at cardiomobile.com or Amazon. That's just $79.
How long are you planning on keeping your smile? That's why Smile Direct Club has their lifetime smile guarantee. Get a doctor-directed smile guarantee for life. Life. Choose smile. Choose direct.
Tonight's aerial coverage is brought to you by Chris Jackson's a feisty guy. He got in a fight with Antonio Brown during joint practices back in August. The Buccaneers and Titans went at it. Brown through whatever handling him now.
There's only 3 corners that are healthy on the roster now for Tennessee. You got Borders, Bolden, and Jackrabbit Jenkins. Outside of that, everybody's been hurt.
3rd and 7. Allen, while you want him to load up, and he does. For Diggs, underthrown, and the flags come in. And of course, go after Breon Borders. Right out of the greasy playbook.
And you don't even have to throw a good ball. You know, he's beaten so bad that you just got to get the ball in the general area, and he's going to catch it or be an interference.
Defense, number 39. Ball is placed, spot of foul. First down, Buffalo.
Yeah, welcome to the ball game, Breon Borders.
And look, when you come up the line of scrimmage, you see Stephon Diggs running as fast as he is. You cannot throw out on the route. You can't settle your feet. And then what happens to most defensive backs, especially young defensive backs, on an underthrown ball like this, when you're trying to slow down, it's hard to avoid contact. The quarterbacks know it. A lot of times I believe they'll even throw it. They don't mind if it's underthrown because you know you're going to get the yardage anyway. But he was beat at the line of scrimmage.
Titans trying to rush somebody off here late. And the officials gave him the opportunity to substitute with Buffalo changing personnel. Allen with Beasley. And he's going to be just short. Again, as you would expect.
Short.
Beasley thought he got there. The
short.
officials say otherwise.
It's a nice job at the very least. The Breon Borders turning it back inside where Bolden is coming inside out, and they're fighting for that football.
Bill's going quickly and still no signal.
Zach Moss.
Yikes.
No, he did it.
I'm holding my breath if I'm Brian Dable. And Josh Allen going to the left side, and there were 3 Titans that took a lick. And watch this. This is a tough way to make a living. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you only got hit in the initial game. Everybody else.
That's your franchise quarterback. Sometimes you call it sneak.
Fucking overreaction.
The quarterback will ad-lib. He won't follow the center. He might see a hole, and he's on his own.
Evans, Long, and Hooker.
It's Zach Moss time here.
Yes, Zach Moss time. Come on. Are you fucking kidding me?
Back of the end zone.
Oh
It's
my
caught.
God.
It's Tommy Sweeney for the touchdown. First career touchdown for Tommy Sweeney. Puts Buffalo back on top.
What a nice job by Brian Dable. That's Tommy Sweeney right here coming across the floor. But he brought in big personnel. You think they're going to run the football? I thought they were going to run the football. And that's a great way of just changing it up. Tommy Sweeney maybe the last person they were thinking. He had a nice matchup right there on Harold Landry running away from him across the field. Great play call, Brian Dable.
Up 5, go for 2. Out of Knox, wants to throw it back for Josh Allen for the 2-point conversion. And it's a Buffalo special. Little razzle-dazzle. Bills by 7. And Vrabel, who's done that to the opponents, gets some of his own medicine.
You gotta have a little fun, you know. This group, these Buffalo Bills, they love hanging around each other. They love being together. These are the kinds of plays you put in if you're Brian Dable to continue to get the aura and the energy of this team together and have some fun. And Josh Allen finishes with style.
You want to know what position Knox played in high school, Grease?
He was a punter.
Quarterback.
Okay. Quarterback right here in Nashville.
He's also the first ever NFL player with the first name Dawson. They got second names, though. Len Dawson, Dermonti Dawson. No one else in NFL history got a first name of Dawson. There you go.
I'm glad you know what you spend your time during the week.
Love the tight end position. 6th lead change of the game. Hey, this has been a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, now the Titans have to answer again, right? They've been moving the football.
Marcus Johnson. Out beyond the 30 and out to the 35. Back in 30 seconds after this word. Lisa.
Don't worry. The OU fight sleep.
Who would have enjoyed tonight's game? Keith Jackson. Would have been his 93rd birthday. First ever play-by-play voice of Monday Night Football. Would have called this a dandy, for sure. Oh, the Southern Pete. And a big miss. Tannehill trying to set up the screen for Henry. Who wants a piece of him? Just shy of the 40-yard line. Could be the last play of the third quarter. And it will. On our way to the 4th. Buffalo by 7. Nashville.
Mount Everest, the tallest mountain on the face of the earth.
It's raining.
You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want. But you must try. Try and try. उसने जिंदगी भरी बचत करे को इसके लगी हो? यार उसमें लगनी को no बच्चों. You succeeded.
Stop waiting. Start investing. E-Trade.
To live is to ask the big questions like, whoa, how fast was that serve? 98 miles per hour. Wow. How far was that drive? Nice. Are you taking an ECG here? And you're taking one here. Are you taking an ECG at a birthday party? Hi. How'd you sleep? And why are you checking your blood oxygen level? Oh, there's your answer.
trailing by 7. We go to the fourth. That's not a problem for Tennessee. Mike Vrabel. They've got 12 wins after trailing in the fourth quarter. That is the most in the NFL, including one this season, week 2 at Seattle. He said that his Titans are playing a three-man defense, meaning watch their man run free. He wasn't too pleased with that. Man free. Second and 6 to open the fourth. Derrick Henry will fall forward for a yard. F.A. Obata, first time I've mentioned his name. And nailed that one too, but it'll so. That's pressure Steve, and F.A. Obata. I've been wanting to say this to show off. I just wanted to show that. It's easy after I say it.
No question, that's why I was waiting for you. These guys are running to the football. I'll tell you, look, the big two of Julio and AJ, and Derrick Henry, the big three, they're going to have to show up again here and answer.
Third and 5. Tannehill rifles one in, that time to A.J. Brown.
Triple cover.
Pick up a 12, first down, Tennessee.
This is what A.J. Brown does best, and whenever they get in these 3-by-1 sets and these bunt sets, they have multiple combinations off of them as far as route combinations, but A.J. makes a living on that in-breaking route in the intermediate part of the field. And so far in this second half, he has been the go-to guy.
Just the 10th completed pass of the night for Ryan Tannehill, 10 of 21. Puts it in the gut, Derrick Henry. Second and third effort will get him a couple. Tremaine Edmonds, come on.
You're a Bills fan, you just hold your breath right there. You thought you were going to pop out of that pile. For a big man who runs 21.8 miles an hour. I don't know if you're going to get from that defense. You want to go ahead and deal with that.
You love the speedometer, right? 21.8 miles per hour.
I struggle to get my bicycle going.
Downhill. Trying to suck in the defense and hit A.J. Brown to the 25. Gain of 20. Levi Wallace saved the touchdown.
You get Derrick Henry going, and all of a sudden these guys start to have to respond, and that's when you come behind them with A.J. Brown. And when you hit him in stride, in rhythm, there's very few receivers in the NFL that are better after the catch than A.J. Brown, especially coming into the middle of the field.
I think A.J. Brown's gotten over the food poisoning. Looks good to me. Motions Johnson top of your screen now. It is Henry. And he does get better. Derrick Henry progressively gets better each and every quarter. And I always wonder about that. Is it actually Derrick Henry? Or is it defense, some fatigue taking him on every quarter?
Oh, you know exactly what it is. You know it's the fatigue. No, I'm not going to take anything away from Derrick Henry. But look, it is tough playing defense in the NFL. These guys know where they're going. You're reacting to what they're doing. And when you've got a 250,000-pound running back coming at you at 21.8 miles an hour, it's kind of tough.
Hounded on you for 4 quarters. Yeah. And then they
get him in space,
and he tries to work on the little guys. Flag comes in. Taron Johnson got just enough of them. Check the marker.
Holding, offense, number 76. 10-yard penalty, replay second down.
Coming back.
Yeah, that's Ed Oliver. We haven't mentioned Ed Oliver's name, but he is so quick on the get off. He goes right around Roger Saffold, and what would have been a nice gain. There he is, Saffold here, and here's Oliver. Watch the quickness of Oliver off the ball. He just goes right around. But I like this strategy from Todd Downing, the offensive coordinator. You don't have to get Derrick Henry the ball just turning around and handing it to him between the tackles. Throw the swing route to him. Throw the flat route and let him pound away on some of the corners on the perimeter.
Second and 17. Bills rushing 4. Quick throw. A.J. Brown.
Tre'Davious White told us When certain guys line up in certain spots that they don't traditionally line up, it has to send up your radar. Every single time A.J. Brown is the number 3 in a trip set, meaning if you count outside in, the wide receivers, number 1 on the outside, number 2 in the middle, number 3, the guy closest to the tackle. If he is in that position, you better have your antenna up to go, they're going to him. They're doing it every single time.
White said, I'm always on the best guy. The ball is coming my way. It's up to me to win the battle. A.J. Brown is fighting back. 6 catches, 69 yards. Here's 3rd and 11. Tannehill across for Julio Jones. Well short of the marker. Tremaine Edmonds made sure that gave him 5, and it's 4th down.
This is really well done from Buffalo defensively. They gave Ryan Tannehill 1 look. This looks like man-to-man, but it's not. Once they snap the football, they're going to go back to 2 deep, and look at that. They got a nice zone here, and make them throw the ball to Julio Jones, come up and make the tackle. That's what they talk about when they say make a quarterback read post-snap. Thought he had man, he had 2 deep zone.
Randy Bullock, been good from 43, this from 38. Got it. 4-point football game. A lot of time left here in the 4th quarter.
And I was like, hey, let me go. And she was like, hey, how's this idea? I love skating my story. I love building my story. So I decided to redeem 50,000 Chick-fil-A points to feed myself. I don't think that's ever been done before, but I don't see why not. They were so appreciative. I never knew it was going to be that big of an impact. Their bellies were full. They were so happy. I felt so good. You're such an awesome person.
One thing we know, it's chicken and chicken. More to love, Tyson.
Now you can add on 4K Plus, YouTube TV. Enjoy better picture quality, recordings offline, plus unlimited streaming. Try 4K Plus.
We playing Five City. Shine on, cause we're made from the stars. Let's go! Touchdown, Seahawks! Oh yeah, you got that Katie Legend, boy. I see ya.
See it from the Pacific Northwest next Monday night. How about Pete Carroll talking about Darrell Taylor's MRI? Said it was clear. CAT scans last night clear as well. Carroll said Taylor does not have a neck injury. And get this, it's possible he could play Monday night against New Orleans. That would be something.
That's great news.
Down to Lisa Salters.
Steve, Dawson Knox is back in the Bills locker room. We're being told that he's being treated for a hand injury. He is questionable to return. Now, he apparently hurt his hand before the two-point conversion play where he threw the ball to Josh Allen. Josh Allen, you can see there, he was waving the play off, but Knox threw it anyway and converted it, even with the bad hand. Steve?
Down to just Tommy Sweeney at the tight end spot for Buffalo. And he's in the backfield. Now goes out with a pattern, and it's Diggs. He'll shake off a little wrist. his 8th catch tonight for Stephon Diggs. People were talking about his production being down. Came in with just 28 catches, tied for 18th in the NFL through 6 weeks.
The good news for the Titans is Chris Jackson is back on the field at corner, so no Breon Borders.
Quick throw, batted up in the air, and Tannehill, the smart veteran play to knock it to the turf as an incomplete pass. Bud Dupree makes an impact for, I believe, the first time tonight.
This is good timing by Bud Dupree. This is an important 3rd down. Got him backed up here. Get the ball back to their offense. Let A.J. Brown go to work.
This is kind of Bud Dupree time to make a big play. Good get off, but the other way, Allen is throwing for Diggs, and it's a first down. Chris Jackson working on him. And there's a flag on Jackson. Let's see.
Jackson's grabbing the back of Stephon Diggs, got some jersey, still made the catch.
Pass interference, defense number 35. That penalty declined. Yardage gained is sufficient for a first down.
One of the challenges when you go against Stephon Diggs, he's very physical at the top of his routes. You see right there, you see the right hand, you see his left hand trying to hold Jackson off as Jackson is grabbing him. It's tough for a defensive back when you're going against a guy like that who's that physical. You know, more times than not, you're not going to get the ball.
Safety's coming down. Oh no.
Allen in some trouble and is going to be dropped. Taken down by Jeffrey Simmons, 3rd sack of the night for the Titans.
This is where Josh Allen wanted to go deep. He was sitting in the pocket. He had time. He was looking for Gabe Davis. Look at Gabe Davis back here. Here he is in the back end.
You had him. You had Emmanuel, you fucking idiot.
Jeffrey Simmons gets him on the ground.
That's about Kevin Byard right there. Playing that double move perfectly. Front and coverage going together again. Buying time for the defensive line. Kevin Byard made that play happen. Perfect technique in a too-high scheme.
Same play that they ran against Kansas City a week ago and burnt them, and that was well done by Kevin Byard. And they've got Amani Hooker back this week for the first time. And unfortunately now another Chris Jackson again walking off the field. So you dodge a bullet there, but eventually, you know, you put Borders back on the field, they're going to go after him. If it's me, if I'm Mike Vrabel, I'm not going to play man-to-man coverage. And if I do, I'm going to play 2 deep man underneath so I can allow my corners to sit on routes like they just converted that first down to Diggs. I'm not going to leave a one-on-one.
Cruikshank came in there. Borders out. 2nd and 17. They're tightening up in Nashville. Allen loads and fires middle of the field, and it is knocked away.
Oh, shit.
Breon Borders nearly made the play of the game, had the interception, and then he couldn't hang on. Coverage on Emmanuel Sanders.
Breon Borders, watch him outside in, going against Emmanuel Sanders, plays it top down, high shoulder. That's textbook. That's just how you do it. And watch Jenkins. Jenkins comes off on the backside to provide offside help, which is something as a defensive back coach, you coaching your players all the time. The offside player can give you some help on those deep routes. That's great team defense right there.
Now you play 2 deep zone and make everything come in front of you on 3rd and long.
Pocket is good. Allen loads up. It's a wobbly pass. And out of bounds was Jake Kumaro. Either way, 4th down.
What a nice 2-play sequence right there by Breon Borders. That time they're playing too high. He cushions the vertical route, allows the safety some time to get over the top. He's playing it. Watch him right here. Watch him get depth and make Josh Allen have to put air on that football. That is how you play. Those are the little things that you can do to help yourself as a defensive back.
Everything that this defense is going through the course of this season and the injuries tonight, that was the best series that I've seen this defense play, and it gives them a chance here late in the fourth.
Bad hawk for just the second time tonight. Chester Rogers in a whole lot of traffic.
Friendly fire.
Looked like he was run into it by his own man. And Breon Borders in the middle of everything.
Let's go, Henry.
Here comes Derek.
I told you I was going to win.
With Windows 11, gaming was formed
30
to
or
another level.
Let's go.
When it comes to streaming and movies, we haven't really experienced smooth buffering. It's so cool that we'll have access to movie theater level quality pretty much anywhere.
Seeing it load up that quick, I was genuinely surprised.
I can't believe there's no lag. I didn't realize how bad you were until I got these really good graphics.
We're back on the Corona Hotline Show with superfan Jeremy. Jeremy, it's a long season. How do you unwind?
Well, I grab a Corona,
Go on.
and I watch football.
And
that is it.
brilliant.
Find your game day good life.
America! After the past year-ish, everyone deserves something new. So, AT&T is giving everyone our best deals on every iPhone, including the iPhone 13 Pro with its amazing camera. Like everyone that works from home, or welcomed a new family member.
They're all dogs.
Our deals are for everyone.
It's not complicated. AT&T is giving new and existing customers our best deals on every iPhone, including up to $800 off the epic iPhone 13 and iPhone 13 Pro.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Welcome to Saturday Night Football on ABC. Ohio State trying to dodge the upset trap here.
Ohio State, Indiana, Saturday at 7:30 on ABC.
Time now for our total replay, brought to you by Ally.
Well, Derrick Henry, man, this is a guy who was an all-day assignment, and you see it right here. Great blocking, 21.8 miles per hour. That's what it looks like in a human being. And then right here,
oh God,
my God, this kid down low. Here he runs through Star Latulele. Look, when this guy's standing next to you, you can't believe this guy plays running back. You just can't believe it when you see him in person.
First down and 10 from their own 38 minutes to play. Trailing by 4.
Corner coming off the edge, Tre'Davious White. Audible. Took him out of it.
And all of that for a Derrick Henry run. About a yard.
That's what teams will do. They try to have a secondary player knife off of the edge of the formation to get at Derrick Henry's legs. If you let him get ahead of steam coming downhill, you're in trouble. So that is what defenses will do, and it's on the quarterback, Leaves. It's on the quarterback to protect against that. So he either has to audible or bring a receiver down to block that presence.
That's good.
Tannehill flushed, throwing on the run. Westbrook Akina, first catch and a first down.
And you're going to see Taron Johnson out here in the flat. He's kind of lose track of where Westbrook Akina was. He runs a little whip route, takes it inside, whips it back outside. Now he's got leverage on you on the perimeter. He just lost his eyes right there a little bit as far as what he was focused on. Great route there by Tennessee.
Julio Jones, a spectator for the time being on the Tennessee sideline. Tannehill's hit his last 6. Across the middle, who else? A.J. Brown. Gain of 22, 7th catch all this half.
You say it time and time again, when you have this ball running with Derrick Henry, look at the linebackers. Here's Milano, he's out of position. The corner's out of position, and as a quarterback, you just got to thread it right over his head. That is perfectly done, beautiful.
Leslie Frazier was concerned about this. He said, look, we got to play the run, and then we got to just recover against the pass, because he knew those second-level throwing windows would be open.
Brown and Jones now out of the game for Tennessee. Pitch it to Henry. Won't get back to the line. Oh boy. Justin Zimmer and Tremaine Edmonds made sure of that.
I hope you have your volume turned up. There's some big boy hitting going on out here right now. Tremaine Edmonds, you're just going to see him come inside out. Just listen to it. These guys know it's money time right now. Trying to get down inside 5 minutes. Tennessee driving the football. They got Buffalo on their heels with the run and play action pass.
A.J. Brown back in the game. Still no Julio Jones. Second to the right. Bills rush 5. Tannehill unloads. Westbrook and Keno all of a sudden a factor here. Edmonds a stop. The Titans, all the Titans' points have come on the previous 5 possessions. They've scored in each one of those possessions and looking for more. Under 5 to play, and trailing by 4.
Looking at this red zone situation here, and if I'm Julio Jones, I'm in the ear of Mike Vrabel on the side. Listen, man, this is my time. This is my area of field. I'm tall. You go up and get the ball. Maybe they're saving him for a shot here in the red zone.
3rd and 6. Man-to-man across the board. Clean pocket for Tannehill. Again, Westbrook, Akina, 3rd grab, all on this drive, gets 9.
Westbrook, Akina just spots up over the football, right in front of the middle read dropper. Tremaine Edmonds against cover 2. Classic route, find the zone void, turn up field, get a first down.
A great adjustment by Ryan Tannehill, changed the rotation from man to zone, whereas he threw that crossing route the last time they were down here, got blown up with Julio Jones. That time he found the soft spot.
From the Buffalo 22. Trying to set up the screen for Henry. First man misses. And he's going to be about a yard short of the first down. Johnson made sure of that.
I love this play design. Get the ball out to Derrick Henry. Great block by Westbrook Akina there, the tight end Swain. And then A.J. Brown downfield to make those corners tackle that big man. Take your time if you're running Tannehill. Run this clock as much as you can.
Second and 1.
I won. Okay, I won. Enough of that shit. I won. Yep. And it's over. I won league.
Excellent blocking on this left side of the offensive
Won
line.
league.
Watch Roger Saffold climb. Watch the reach block here by the center to seal it off. And then he's just downhill and he's up to the safety in a hurry. You got the reach, you got the kick out. Now Micah Hyde's going, thank you very much. Thank you very much for letting this big joker up on me in the open field, and it's 6.
Bullock, the extra point, just got that one through. We've had 7 lead changes. It might not be done yet. 3 minutes left in that.
3 touchdown performance for one Derrick Henry.
Hulu has live sports?
Well, yes. Hulu does have live sports.
Hulu has live dating shows.
With over 75 live channels.
Woo!
Flip like cable, stream like Hulu.
There are lots of ways to love that chicken from Popeyes. Like our sandwich and our nuggets. Both are marinated for 12 hours and freshly prepared, so every bite is crunchy and juicy. Get them today for only $3.99.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
I'm telling you that this is about to change your life. Right? Your life change? Yeah. That is the best duo.
Fucking 50-yard field goal, knowing my luck. You know,
Online sellers. Go to shipstation.com/try and get 2 months free.
7 lead changes tonight. That ties a Monday Night Football record. Cowboys-Eagles 2008 was the last time, and only other time, a Monday night game had 7 lead changes. Like I said, we might not be done with the lead changes either. In a field goal game, Josh Allen and the Bills getting ready. Isaiah McKenzie will decide where they get the ball from. A flag flies in as McKenzie flies down the sideline. The flag is down on the field, and McKenzie just realizes it now. Wiping out what would have been a 101-yard kick return touchdown.
There was a hold on, it looked like number 9, Andre Smith, and it was a good call.
During the return, holding, return team. Number 9, ball enforcement, 28-yard line, final foul, first down.
Yeah, he was engaged in a block, and then the guy he was blocking tried to disengage, and he just didn't let him go. And unfortunate for him, a huge game-changing play.
What's this? Number 9.
Hey, he was holding.
He sold it.
And Bullock got run over there, the kicker as well. He might be important down the stretch. Here's Allen to throw. Has time. Able to complete to
Emmanuel! Fuck yeah!
Working on Breon Borders.
Was that 20 yards?
31.
31?
You see Breon Borders sitting there. Safety is inside and shallow. Looks like they might have been playing cover 4.
If Bass gets a fucking field goal, I'm fucked.
No.
Allen steps.
Yes! Singletary!
Grabbed by Zach Moss for the first down. 2:20 left. Everybody's got all 3 timeouts.
1-by-4.
Yeah, plenty of time for Josh Allen. And if you're Mike Vrabel, you got to survey the situation after this 2-minute warning.
Come on!
I'm Josh Allen. I'm going to let this go down in 2 minutes.
I don't even care what the fuck this is
You seem to be in a rush to get to the line.
No. Why would you be?
Fuck, 2 minute.
You're in great position.
This is good. It's good that the 2-minute warning is coming
Let's
right
get
now,
this.
too.
I know what this is.
For this defense. They need the break, and they need to kind of regroup.
Oh, shit, what is this?
Free timeout for
What
Tennessee.
am I doing? What is this? Nowadays. He's in the fucking...
My name is Alyssa Carson, and I'm going to Mars.
That's how it's done, Commander.
Tutorial? Fortnite tutorial?
No one is just one flavor.
Well, we're here to help.
Rated mature.
Whoa. Has it always been this bad, Ramirez?
Nah, sometimes it's worse.
Nice.
Coming up on Monday Night Postgame presented by Abbott, we own the postgame. We still own the postgame. Hear from Josh Allen, Derrick Henry.
Plus, Brian and Lou joined us from the booth, and so does the Super Bowl champion, Ryan
We
Clark.
need some
See you after
crafting
the game.
materials.
Steve?
Try smashing up some cars and trees.
All right, Zubin, John, we'll see you guys soon. It's been a fun one tonight in Nashville.
Good choice.
It's a great city to have fun. Come on, visit these people in Broadway. Listen to some great music. We're watching some great football here tonight. The Bills trailing by 3. Both teams have their full complement of timeouts.
So if I'm Mike Vrabel here at Tennessee, you're obviously trying to keep them out of the end zone, but with the way they have to play with the banged up secondary, the field goal is almost a foregone conclusion. Don't just let them throw the ball over your head. Protect these young corners.
Allen from the gun, pressure coming. It's Cole Beasley. Allen threw right behind the pressure. 7th catch for Beasley.
This is where it's important for a veteran like Kevin Byard to make sure he continues to talk to Breon Borders like he is right now, and make sure he tells him, you protect deep to short, top down, nothing cheap over our head.
And Vrabel didn't stop the clock. It winds, 1.5 minutes left. Allen on the scramble, throwing middle of the field, wide open is Gabriel Davis. And now he's surrounded by 5 Titans. They bring him down.
Right, when he escapes to his right, he can throw the ball back to the middle of the field. Different than when he escapes left. When he goes left, you can't do that, but look at his eyes back to the middle of the field. He has the power and the arm strength to go back against his body.
And the Titans still letting this clock wind down. Under a minute now with all 3 timeouts.
I've marked the location of the fort on your map. Let's go protect those survivors.
Hand off to Zach Moss.
Go. Let's go.
David
Was
Long
that
to
5?
stop, gain of 3. And now the timeout. And it's the Bills who take the timeout with 44 seconds left. And Mike Vrabel and company protecting a 3-point lead. I mean, this is everything we could have hoped for down the stretch, fellas.
Yes, it's all about strategy right here, right? Mike must be thinking, look, we're going to keep him out of the end zone here. He's got to be banking on the fact that he believes that he can hold them to 3 points. Because otherwise,
he's playing for overtime.
That's right.
He's playing for overtime.
Yeah.
He's got to keep them out. So he wants to keep the pressure of the clock on them.
Okay.
And that's a good strategy. They have done it successfully a couple of times already in this game in the first half. We're able to keep them out of the end zone.
Hey, we've had 3 overtime games already this weekend. Maybe heading towards a 4th. 2nd and 6. And they hold to a field goal. Allen back in the end zone. Incomplete. Breon Borders. The coverage on Emmanuel Sanders. No flags.
Yeah, give Breon Borders credit. He knows the ball's going to find him at the very last minute. He knows he's in good position, so he turns around to prevent the pass interference. That's a nice job.
Plaster in the end zone. Whether you're with the man-to-man, it kind of is built into the call. If they play any kind of zone down here, if Josh is able to break the pocket, you've got to plaster and find a guy and not just stare back at Josh Allen. Otherwise, he's going to zip the ball right past your ear for a touchdown.
Got to get pressure in the pocket if you're Tennessee.
3rd and 6.
No need to worry. We've got you.
Allen wants to run out of there. Titans trying to punch that ball out. Allen will try to leap for the first.
Get it? Does he get it? I think he gets it. First down. Zach Moss.
And now they're going to stop.
First down. Give it to Zach Moss.
We talk about the heart of Josh Allen. Nothing downfield. He's going to do whatever it takes. We saw him last week hurdle a defender. This time he tries to hurdle another one.
That was Borders he ran over.
And I tell you, the difference
tried to punch that ball out too.
The difference between escaping the pocket to the left as opposed to the right.
Ruling on the field is that the runner down like out of bounds with the ball half a yard short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down, down 5. Buffalo takes its second timeout. This will be a 30-second timeout.
That's a massive call right there.
We talk about, again, forcing him left. Cole Beasley was in the back of the end zone.
Most he can get is 3 points because it's inside the 5, right?
Yeah. Sean McDermott. I think you keep this in Josh Allen's hands.
And the Titans spend a timeout.
The difference between look at Cole Beasley in the back of the end zone, but Josh Allen is just trying to get the first down, but escaping the pocket to his left. Say you flip that play over and he's rolling right.
Don't fumble the ball for like fucking 40 yards.
Well, that's the benefit of getting.
Oh wait, they can't. Yeah, even if they do, they fucking turn
go in that
over
direction,
and
running as a quarterback, and you got 3 guys coming up to hit you. It's very hard to keep your eyes down the field. I'm sure. He's got more talent in his pinky than I have my whole body, and I know that's hard to do.
Oh, no doubt.
If they don't get this here,
get some us.
Could be the ball game.
Quality insurance. Quality insurance.
Allen leans forward.
He didn't get it.
He got there.
He didn't get it.
Like
he didn't get it. He didn't get it.
Naquan Jones.
Yes! I won! I fucking won!
And it's Titans football. And maybe the game.
It is the game. Holy shit.
I'm not mad at the decision from McDermott, but look at the penetration.
That would be if I was a Bills fan.
He fires off the football, and the feet of Josh Allen give out from underneath him, and that was
good for you. That's what you fucking get. Could have just had it as Zach Moss.
Again, I love the decision from Sean McDermott. You trust your players. You have one of the best players in football, and Josh Allen, 240 pounds. You're going to win the game. It's just a better play by Simmons.
We haven't called Jeffrey Simmons' name very often, but that right there, you don't have to call his name very often. What he did right there to Deion Dawkins at the point of attack to make that play, that's big man on big man, and he won.
What a risk. What a gamble by Sean McDermott. And Josh Allen is your leading rusher. You need a yard. And this Titans defense, much maligned Titans defense, they make the stop.
Again, I don't think that's a huge risk from Sean McDermott. Honestly, I don't. This team is 4-1 coming into this game, and he's building a culture here where he trusts his players, and he's putting the ball in his best players' hands, and that's Josh Allen. So again, I love the decision to go win the game and to continue to build that culture. It was just a better play from Jeffrey Simmons.
See McDermott now talking to the officials. Grable comes over for the quick handshake. And there are zeros on the clock, and this one has gone final. And it belongs to the Titans.
Yes! Finally won both leagues.
Have we been surprised how many times on Monday night already? Some of the things that we think are strengths turn out to be weaknesses. Some of the things we think are weaknesses turn out to be strengths. The Titans O-line tonight. Unbelievable play.
We go back to the kickoff. Isaiah McKenzie had a 101-yard kick return for a touchdown, nullified by Andre Smith, and a holding penalty. The only time we said Smith's name all night. What a finish here.
Think about what this means for the Tennessee Titans, who have been up and down this season, losing to the Jets 2 weeks ago. They were blown out by the Cardinals to start this season. They've been up and down. They beat a bad Jaguars team a week ago, and their coach, Mike Grable, was hard on them all week, and all of a sudden they beat the hottest team in football.
Down to Lisa Salters.
Thank you, Steve. Derek, I just asked you, what did you think of that one?
Hey, it was a tough battle. It's always tough playing these guys. We found a will to win on all 3 phases. Defense made a hell of a stop. I knew they'd do it. They always come through. Glad we got to win.
What went through your mind when you saw your defense make that stand?
I'm going to sit down and just pray and hope. But we got some dogs over there, man, and they fight to the end. And they showed it right there.
7 lead changes in this game. It tied a Monday Night Football record. Just what was that like, the back and forth?
Holy fuck.
It's a great team. Got an explosive offense.
Holy fuck.
Always getting the ball down the field. Defense is solid. And, you know, we want to make plays on the outside as well. Just put drives together, finish in the end zone. Defense getting stops. We knew it was going to be a 4-quarter battle. We just had to stay with it.
The talk all week has been about how the Bills have had success against you personally. How much did that kind of rev you up a little bit this week?
Yeah, my running backs coach messed with me all week about it. But I had to stay focused on what I needed to do. How can I help this team? Not focus on the pass matchups. Just go out there and play my game and help my team win.
Any jewelry coming from this game?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's definitely good luck. Definitely blessed.
Wow, look at that.
Glad we got the win.
Look at this.
What's this win say about this team, Derek?
Oh man, we're just gonna stick with it. We don't get too ahead of ourselves. We're
Need
just gonna take
some
it week by
boss.
week, focus on being 1-0 each week, and see where it takes us.
All right, thank you. Congratulations on
Thank
the
you,
win.
Ms. Lisa. Take care.
Thank you, Miss Lisa, as well. What a night for Derrick Henry and these Titans. Sean McDermott had overtime in his back pocket.
This asshole.
The easiest of field
This
goals. They
fucking
go
asshole.
for it on 4th and 1. And a combination of Josh Allen slipping and some great Titans defense.
Holy shit.
And Sean McDermott and these Buffalo Bills will chew on that decision
Woo!
and this loss for 2 weeks as the Bills head into their bye week. What a finish, what a game. Next week we'll be in Seattle as the Seahawks will host the Saints. Producer of Monday Night Football is Phil Dean. Our director is Jimmy Platt. And a happy birthday to our booth coordinator, Jacqueline Jameson. What a night tonight. Up next, Monday Night Postgame presented by Abbott. Good night from Nashville. Here's Zubin and John.
As our boy leaves, thank you, my friend. Coming up on the Monday Night Postgame presented by Abbott, we will head back to Nashville. Postgame reaction. We'll hear from Josh Allen. I think we should probably hear from Coach McDermott on going forward for 4th and 1.
No doubt. We'll also hear from Ryan Clark on that 4th down decision. What would he done? That's on the way in just 3 minutes.
ESPN thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.
Meet Stuart and Byron, owners of Small, a tiny home architecture firm. They were getting ready to travel to Portland, Maine for a pitch when their 3D printer broke. Luckily, Small is with American Express Business Platinum and has access to over $1,000 in value per year with the Business Services Suite. So they got new software and created a full augmented reality experience. Small won the pitch, and with their membership rewards points, extended their hotel stay for a few extra days. They had a whale of a time. Get the card built for business by American Express.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5-cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos
This
or
one.
3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
How are you getting streaming on this?
Roku.
Where's it plugged in?
It's in the TV.
I know, but where?
Inside. It's a Roku TV.
Oh, I knew that.
Did you?
Want a smart TV with America's favorite streaming built in? Okay, Roku does that.
I need you to see.
Celebrate every kiss that led to this one. Get 20 to 40% off engagement, wedding, and anniversary rings at Kay.
That was fun.
Alexa, play our dance playlist.
Your playlist, dance.
I can't do golden rings, but I'll give you everything.
Alexa, turn on the living room lights.
Turning on lights.
Alexa, can you pause time?
Let's just enjoy the moment.
Hurry in for exceptional offers on the new BMW X3 with Alexa built in.
Go, baby.
There's something I want to ask you.
The
new iPhone 13 Pro is here with the most advanced iPhone camera ever, and I got it at T-Mobile.
I thought you were going to talk about
They not
forever.
talking.
This is a value that lasts forever because when you get the new iPhone at T-Mobile, trade-in value is locked in.
So we can always have a new iPhone?
Yes. So, what do you say? Switch to T-Mobile with me?
Yes.
We're going to T-Mobile!
Fall in love with iPhone. Get it on us now and upgrade every 2 years forever. Only at T-Mobile.
Seven-night adventures from $3.99. Book yours today. Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
New brisket at Chipotle. Seasoned, smoked, seared, spiced, sauced, bold, and guacced. It's a whole new kind of brisket done the Chipotle way.
Welcome to the Monday Night Postgame presented by Abbott with John Anderson. I'm Zubin Mehdi.
No miracle plays for the Titans. No miracle comebacks by the Bills. It was just your regular, everyday, Week 6, goal line stand, stop at the buzzer, win for the Titans. It was like it was expected. Back and forth. We'll show you the last back and the last forth in this one. It started with Derrick Henry. His third rushing touchdown. Finished with 20 carries, 143 yards, puts his team back up in front. Here we go the other way, 2:54 to go. Josh Allen, methodical. Down the field, Emmanuel Sanders, big chunky yardage right there, gets him out near midfield, 2:46 to go. Allen had 3 touchdown passes in this game. Back to pass here, 37 seconds ago, 3rd and 6. He's going to run for it. Last time he hurdled a guy, this time he just goes up into the fray, thinks he's got the first down. They look at it, and he did not make the first down line and then hits and goes out of bounds. So the clock's running. They got to call timeout, 4th and 1. Sean McDermott, we're going to go for it here. Instead of kicking the tying field goal, we're going to go for it. And Allen gets it, and you see he slips and gets stoned right there by the Tennessee defense. Look at it one more time. Just as he tucked it up, his feet went out from under. He was met there by a bunch of blue jerseys on the defensive line anyway. And the Titans, another 4th quarter comeback win. They outscore the Bills by 10 in the final quarter and win at 34-31. The Titans trailed by 7. Do your research here, shall you, people? This marks Tennessee's 13th 4th quarter comeback under Mike Vrabel, the most of any team in the league over that span, talking the last 2 seasons. Derrick Henry hitting the groove as always, rushing for better than 100 yards, 3 scores in each of his last 2 games. He's the first player to hit those numbers in consecutive games since Hall of Famer LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006. And it wouldn't be an offensive shootout without a solid performance on both sidelines. In his 50th NFL game, Josh Allen recorded his 80th career passing touchdown, being the first player ever, 80 passing touchdowns, 25 rushing TDs through 50 games. That stat would mean more to him if, in fact, he had won.
All right, John, thank you. Had to give Brian and Lou about 5 minutes to catch their breath. I'm not sure if it was enough. That was quite the finish. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us. Lou, I want to start with you. Brian made his thoughts pretty clear in the final seconds. That was not a controversial call on 4th down. In Brian's words, put it in the hands of your players. Trust your offense. What did you make of the McDermott call?
Look, I understand why. Look, Josh Allen has had some great success as far as quarterback sneaks are concerned so far this year. I mean, he's ripped off big runs out in the field in those kind of similar situations, obviously not in game-winning situations. Me, look, my first intuition looking at it right there, I thought maybe he was just going to kick the field goal, play for overtime. Look, obviously you would want to get the ball back because neither team was stopping each other. But look, we talked about this in the break a little bit about the fact that, look, the Titans weren't really being stopped by Buffalo's defense at this point in the game either. So, look, I probably would have kicked the field goal and been more conservative.
Sounds like you're waffling.
That's the way it is. No, actually, I'm not. I would have kicked it. I would have kicked it and played for overtime. But
the fact is, Tennessee scored 6 times in a row to end the game.
Yeah.
4 of those were touchdowns, guys. So then you go back to flipping a coin at the 50-yard line and putting it in. I like putting the ball in my best player's hands rather than depending on a coin flip.
So, Brian, I want to ask you this. I think the headline tomorrow will be that play, that decision. Tons of people will talk about Derrick Henry, at least to talk to him after the game. But an underrated fact for this win for Tennessee was the emergence of A.J. Brown. Both he and Julio had some hamstring injuries. A.J. was completely shut out in the first half, exploded in the second. Tannehill seemed to find a connection after the first month or so where they really couldn't find each other, injuries aside. What did you see that allowed him to unlock what he did tonight?
You know, you got to remember, you know, Arthur Smith was the offensive coordinator here a year ago. Now he's the head coach in Atlanta. And you got Todd Downing, who was the tight end coach, is now taking over. And they have a new piece in Julio Jones, and they're trying to figure that out. They lost Jonnu Smith, and they're working with Anthony Ferkser. They're trying to find out their identity, and we know it's going to start with Derrick Henry. And once you get Derrick Henry going, as the game goes on, play action has more sting. And we tried to diagram it a couple of times. When they got him going, all of a sudden the linebackers, Milano, Trey Edmonds, started to come up, and that's when you start to get A.J. Brown behind. And he's the best in football at coming across the middle at that size, 220 pounds, and his talent to run after the catch. It's a great combination, the run and play action.
And last thing for both of you, it's just so fitting that another wacky week in the NFL ends on a strange, the Titans the last couple of years, their defense, not particularly strange for a Mike Vrabel coach team. Lou, let's start with you. The fact that a team that's been so maligned on defense the last couple of years comes up with maybe the biggest play of their season on either side of the ball, and they do it on defense.
I'm on my way.
Yeah, look, Jeffrey Simmons is a very, very explosive defensive tackle. Maybe one of the most explosive individuals in the NFL. Doesn't get a lot of the attention like a guy like Aaron Donald does, but you saw what he did to Deion Dawkins on that quarterback sneak. He took Deion Dawkins, a 300-plus pound offensive tackle, and put him on his back. So they have good individual players. They have some great individual players. Kevin Byard showed up big tonight as well on the defensive side of the ball. And Mike Vrabel was coached by the very best at the highest level in the NFL in Bill Belichick. He knows how to get these guys ready in big spots, how to play good situational football. Goal line football is a situational football type of situation. And that's where you know that Jeffrey Simmons was aware of the fact that where does Josh Allen like to stick the ball? To his left. He got off the snap. Deion Dawkins didn't. Case closed.
It's interesting to see where this team goes from now. They're now 4-2, and Indianapolis obviously is right there with them in that AFC South. But you know, a lot of people were saying this team was broke. And all of a sudden now they had a lot of injuries on defense, and they have to continue to get better. But if they get a little bit healthy defensively and they find this rhythm, this balance on offense, this is going to be a team to contend with the rest of the season.
Brian, that's a great point. Just make sure you see the internet headlines the morning after they lost to the Jets and what everybody was saying about this team and where they are right now. Week 6 has come to an end. Week 7 begins on a Thursday night in Cleveland with whoever is healthy for the Browns. And the fellas will be back next Monday night in Seattle. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Now let's take a look at what Brian said. Hey, despite it all, they are division leaders, a fitting battle of division leaders. Both Buffalo and Tennessee hold 2-game leads in the division, so we could certainly see these teams face off again come playoff time. Buffalo now headed to a bye week. They'll have the Dolphins coming out of it, while the Titans get set to host Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
I think KC is wishing he was working the 11 right about now. More people to Mike from Music City. We're not talking karaoke. Live postgame from Nashville. And Ryan Clark here in the studio on the Monday Night Matches.
Thanks for watching Monday Night Postgame. Presented by Abbott. Life to the fullest.
Every week, millions of fantasy football players need to be confident they're making the right decision. How does ESPN help them make smarter trades and set the right lineup?
Is this the bat?
I don't know, I'm not that kind of doctor. IBM Watson. By analyzing everything from player stats to expert opinions, Watson cuts through the noise to deliver game-changing insight.
Boomer Bust says CD Lamb is going to boom.
To keep ESPN at the top of the fantasy sports world.
He's good.
What can Watson do for your business?
Stand by to move, Ramirez. As soon as that satellite data's ready, we're bringing you in.
Still looking for that money in your hometown?
Yeah, this puppy should finally do the trick.
Well, good luck. We found ours yesterday.
Let me guess, in the attic.
With Rocket Mortgage, we used our home's equity and turned it into cash.
Equity? Yeah, you can do it on your phone.
Check your phone before you wreck your home, Daryl.
That's easy.
Out there.
When you want to find money in your home, Rocket can.
Oh, that's all good, Daryl. I got a guy.
I'm sure it's not that bad.
New brisket at Chipotle. Seasoned, smoked, seared, spiced, sauced, bold, and guac. It's a whole new kind of brisket done the Chipotle way.
We're done.